of necessity of what is like a response of what was happening in the People's Democratic Party. The dumping of the PDP by the former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, was a news that a lot of people were talking about. And today, since declared that he has moved to the Labour Party, tonight I'm being joined by the former governor of Anambra State and the frontline presidential aspirant, Mr. Peter Obi. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Segun, for having me.
It was a shocker to a lot of your supporters. We thought, you might see this true. What was the real reason behind your leaving the PDP?
Well, let me correct the first impression. He said it's about dumping them. I didn't dump any party. It's a PDP party. Party is like an association. You have freedom of association. You have freedom to go in, freedom to go out. It's a relationship thing. And when you go into a relationship in an association, you go in there for a reason. And if you feel that maybe the activities that you go on is at variance with your own person and your principles, the only thing you can do is to quietly and decently leave the place. And that's what I did. You could see my write-up to the chairman of the party. There was no tone there that shows any quarrel or anything. I thank them for the opportunity of being their member, opportunity of associating myself there, and said, going on, I found out that I can no longer continue because of some activities I believe that are at variance with my person and my principles.
What kind of things are that?
Well, it's not personal to me.
Okay.
Quite frankly, there's nothing. It's just like I always tell people, the process through which you get into arrive at any destination, especially when it comes to seeking a public office, is as fundamental as what you do thereafter. So for me, I want to be able to follow a process that I believe in. Some people will tell you, do anything, when you get there, you can correct it. No, I don't believe in that. The process must be same as what I do thereafter. As a politician, I have campaigned, I've gone around the country, I've done what I'm supposed to do, presented myself to the people, and if I find out there's other things I might not be able to be part of, I decently withdrew myself. There was no issue.
You know the reason why I'm asking this question? I mean, one is curious that just about the time you left, Senator Abaribe has left also.
Well, everybody has his own reason for leaving.
You think things are going wrong in the PDP?
No, I don't think so. Everybody, like I said, it's an association. Now people are living, they're living everywhere, you know. It's an association. You have right to go in, you have right to go out. There's nothing wrong there.
Does it call to question from what your friend said yesterday, Governor Nyesom Wike said about, I mean, you leaving the party and coming back, you've gone around the country, and now, on what platform will you now say you want to, you've gone on the platform of the PDP to campaign, to go around and consult the delegates of the PDP. Does that call to question your own loyalty as a party person?
I don't understand. Can you be clear on what he said? He said
Governor Nyesom Wike called your loyalty to question to the PDP.
What I don't know what I like to question. I came into a system, and I was part of that system. I stayed there throughout the years I was in PDP. Nobody can question my loyalty to the party. I participated in everything, and when I'm going out, I didn't go out in a cross situation. I did it so decently because I have right to do so. I don't think there's anything.
Did you probably think that you may not get the ticket of the party?
Not at all, not at all, not at all. I'm not desperate to be president. Not am I desperate to be anything. I'm desperate to see Nigeria work, especially for the youths of this country.
You don't think that PDP is the right vehicle for you to achieve that?
No. It's like I said, I've left. I've moved on, you know, to where I think the process might allow me It's not about, I keep saying, it's not about winning or losing. I would rather lose doing the right thing than win doing the wrong thing. My politics have been consistent in character and integrity throughout the time I started. And you can go and check. This is not the first time I left PDP, if you don't know. In 2002, when I started this politics, I was a member of PDP. Go and read what Olisametu wrote. I went to one meeting and I wanted to contribute, and people said, no, you can't contribute. No, I quietly left them. I went to APGA because I said, if I'm in a system where freedom of contribution is not allowed, I went to APGA, campaigned, won the election, somebody else was declared. I didn't quarrel. I went to court. I became the first Nigerian to ever stay in court for 3 years until court declared me the winner. I didn't quarrel. Same thing is what you see in that consistency I'm saying. When I became governor, 6 months after, I was impeached. I didn't quarrel with those who impeached me. I went to court. Eventually, the court brought me back. I became the first Nigerian to come back from impeachment as a governor. Of course, less than 1 year after that, election was conducted when my tenure was just about 1 year. INEC conducted the election, declared somebody as winner, he became governor. I didn't quarrel. I went to court again. And all through to Supreme Court, I won. That is why you have staggered election in Nigeria today. It was because of me. I became the first person to set that example.
This very move that you've made, how painful is it for you?
It's nothing painful.
Because you've gone around as a flag, seeking the flag of the PDP. Now you have to abandon that. It's like a project that you've seen to almost 95%,
no,
and you abandoned and you left.
There's nothing painful in my life. My late mother taught me never, always be glad for an experience. No matter what it costs you.
So what informed the choice of Labour Party?
Well, if you look at what I've been saying, you mentioned something. Can I go back to the question you asked earlier about comments of Governor Wike yesterday? There's something he talked about. When he was talking, the one I think he mentioned was when he talked about issue of integrity. He said that even my going questions my integrity. I don't know how that word came in, but I think when we talk about integrity, we should talk about the integrity in management of public resources. That is what we should be talking about in this country. And when such things are mentioned,